Alright. I think we're good. Can somebody check audio quick? I might have a big fan in the background going or something like that.
Someone else. I gotta go downstairs.
Okay. Let's see. We're not here yet.
Who knew that Raticate and Blastoise wouldn't turn out that well?
There we go.
Alright.
There we go.
I'll check the audio.
Appreciado. Alright. And I will get some musica going. Let's see. Ian, how's your week? How's everybody's week doing? I haven't checked in with
It's
people.
pretty alright.
That's good.
I graduated.
Hey! Congratulations.
Nice.
That's awesome.
It's finally over.
It's finally done. That's great. Well, what's next on the track for you then?
Finding a set of woods that I just want to get lost in and just disappear forever.
I see. Like Bigfoot, just like stride away into the
No,
tree
Bigfoot
line?
implies I'm found ever.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
So like skinwalkers then.
Maybe. All right.
They're legends, but you never actually see them.
Well, I'm gonna put something on, but if anybody else wants to DJ later, feel free to. I don't know what we're doing today, to be honest with you, at all. I'll probably just put on. Who knows? There's not like a full OST of Risk of Rain 2, and that kind of sucks. Oh wait, here's one.
What do people want to do today?
That's true. I think that's what we should start with. Maybe is why don't you guys try to figure out what you're actually getting up to?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Character sheet.
Pretty sure Eric
Sure.
wants to find a bath
That's true.
after visiting the intestines of the abyss.
He did do that. He did get swamped with the sort of fecal matter that is present within the halls of Babanan, being a bunch of fleshy intestines that slowly devour and manipulate all. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should we divvy out the thousands upon thousands of gold we got in the temple?
Someone else check my math. I think I did it, or at least like the actual just coins and dime and gems part. It's at the end of the bag of holding stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now, did Divine Fury just do 12 cringe damage?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
182,000 platinum, or 8,200. Sorry.
1820
Yeah.
platinum pieces between everyone. Like
dear
everyone gets
Lord.
that much. Yes, we could fund a small
I'm back.
city.
Country.
Yes.
I
Joe,
don't
what
know
the
if we could fund a
fuck?
country
No,
just yet.
we could fund Luxembourg, I reckon.
Why Luxembourg?
It's a small country.
Yeah. Singapore? Something like that? Yeah.
What about being
There's a
rich?
lot of stuff in Singapore.
That's true.
Luxembourg, they don't really have that much there.
Is it true?
I can't name a single thing from Luxembourg. Can
Drugs.
anyone else?
Alright, I'm gonna go get water.
I don't remember what Luxembourg is. No, okay. Oh shit.
Now I'm wondering if we
Al,
got
what the hell was that? Just the fucking delayed head. What made that?
Turn that fan off.
Electrode.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh god, I found some fucking... Found Zora and fucking Gengar. That's fucking goofy.
Fib, if you could check like the chests from the Temple of Fury stuff.
Let's
Just for like the gold amounts.
Oh my.
Yeah, no
fuck.
problem. Let's let me take a little peek there. I don't think I archived it yet. Let's see. Normally, I'm trying to get into the habit of nuking maps since we're done with them. Let's see.
That's fair.
I'm not finding it. I might have killed it. Let's see here. Do you just
If you did kill it, well, it's back to the chat logs with me.
It might need to
Yeah,
be
it's
that
a
way.
simple. That's simple enough to do. I mean, it's just like I have to find the luck blades effectively, and that's kind of the marker I used.
I see. I can help you look. View all chat entries. Let's take a peek. Drag that into a separate window. All right. Older. Luckily, it actually archives everything now, so that's good. There's a while ago where it did not do that. Creation Sigil Fury. Okay, I gotta go a little bit past that, right?
I think we also like split. We found the first chest on a different day, so that might be another thing to
There
do.
might be a couple sessions in between there then.
Yeah, no, they're written correctly. It just looks weird. Like I feel like there should be 1-0 off of the platinum.
Luck Blade. Let's see. 28,000 platinum in the Luck Blade chest. And then another
28,000?
28,000, and then another 34,000 in the one after that.
Okay, so I copied one too many zeros then.
Must be.
No.
Or not. How much did you put?
28,000.
It's 28,000.
Divided by 5. Right, for each of you? For all that platinum?
That I just basically went through all the chests that we got and just added them up and divided how much ever we had.
Yeah, the math is all correct. I'm just saying it feels weird that the platinum is so close to the gold.
Oh,
we did
yeah.
3 chests.
Like
yeah.
it should be.
Okay.
I feel like it should
Like
be one
one
less
zero
zero. Yeah,
less?
but
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fair.
Like it's written correctly.
It is
so.
correct, yeah. Yeah, I was surprised by so from what I can tell, the gold rolled really bad, but the items and other stuff rolled really well. So on most of those chests. It is
Oh my
hundreds of
God.
pounds of coinage, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
We
my
have
carry
to-
capacity
Hey,
might
so
be a
is there
little
going to be a
bit
currency
over.
after platinum soon?
No, not really.
Bars of platinum.
Not naturally.
I definitely don't have almost 2 tons of total weight in my equipment because of the sheer amount of coin.
There is no way to actually carry this beyond just having inside Tim.
Yep.
I mean, Fail Flyer.
Should we just call all the Pharaoh Flyer like a Tim? Like the ships are just called Tims?
They are a Tim class vessel.
Tim class.
No, what class is your Tim?
Hmm.
Like what subclass of Tim is your Tim? You know?
Oh, like all ships like that are Tims.
Yeah.
I see. Maybe.
I mean, I like that.
Let's see. All right.
Oh my.
And I don't believe Tim is with you guys, is he? Or is he?
We
No,
don't
he
have
is.
Tim.
No, that's right. The Feral Flyer is with you guys. I forgot about that.
He's
Yeah.
just parked outside the Temple of Fury at this
Okay,
point.
so no big deal. Yeah, you're able to haul your stuff around. All right, excellent.
It's a case of we have to just make multiple trips back and forth, just hauling everything in there.
Gotcha. I have a bunch of guys in limbo right now, and they don't have their Spelljammer. I was just trying to remember who's who. You guys are good. Okay.
Brazil.
Yeah. Where do you guys? What do you guys want to do? Other than dispersing your wealth.
Bath.
Bath. Okay.
Let's go visit the city
Sure. I mean,
so you can go
The
find a
Warren's
bath.
Keep.
so the other thing, yeah, you pass into Raz Hazal. That is one place that you could go. But you also notice that the water beneath you has changed from that purple and kind of strange coloration to a natural, more looking sea, kind of just floating in the middle of space.
Huh. Is that basically all the sky as well, or?
Oh shit!
It is reflecting off of something above. It has a blue coloration despite not really having an atmosphere.
Just to make sure, this is like water, right? Not just like.
Yep.
Right. These are just like blue sky. I was like, are these floating or?
Yeah, there's like clouds and stuff. Like the area looks like very, very natural. It has changed appearance greatly from the alien landscape. You do notice that there are blue trees that dot the area.
Pretty.
You see a very small city compared to Halhazar. You see a couple different ships and stuff like that, either floating in the air, floating on the sea, and then above you, you see all these fragmented rocks, not represented here, kind of just floating in space that have lifted off of the plane itself and have begun to
rock that could
drift
be
away.
like built on, or just like stray stones.
It's almost like Star Wars asteroids where they're slowly spinning. You wouldn't probably want to build on them too much unless you've got some really solid, probably arcane methods of building something and keeping the gravity going.
You put them on the wheels so that when it moves, your building doesn't.
It's not a bad idea either.
Just a stupid idea. Also, what's this? This just caught my eye because it's like alone.
It seems to be a ruin.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh yeah, it's all fucked up now from here.
Yeah.
Is this a tower?
Yeah.
Is this Tilted Towers?
There are a couple lighthouses. It looks like. As you guys approach the city with the Feral Flyer, you will see their light kind of arc around you as they glance across this sort of valley that they're sitting in.
Flashbang.
Is this
Uh,
Halhazar's alternate?
This is like a dreamed version of Halhazar. It is not like there are canals and things like that. The
Hazar
population
Hal.
isn't dense, and the individuals here are very different than what you would see on Aelinor.
In a good or bad way?
You don't really know.
I mean, we should go visit people, huh? Right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious of what's all the way over, what's everywhere.
Did Eric just like hop into fucking water to clean? He got that bar of soap still.
Yeah, with a bar of
Just
soap.
Jettison into the water.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, just dropping
Fucking
into the
dive
water.
in.
It
Jump out the ship. You can flip.
the waves are pretty intense, but you can just drop into the water and with a bar of soap clean yourself up.
Sweet.
Make a perception check.
Oh no.
You're fine.
I forgot we're playing D&D. Not fucking like Valheim or something where I can just. Bullshit. I gotta actually pull the sheet up. Sorry. Perception?
Yep.
Where is it? What'd I get? A 15.
After
Not bad.
exhausting half of your bar of soap, you still smell terrible, but you don't smell as bad.
Or so. Bro, I'm about to get some Doc Squatch for this. Goddamn.
You might need to.
They actually
Find
have
something
really good soap though.
something good. All right. What do you guys want to do? You're free to place yourselves on the map and explore around as you wish.
Wait. Al, why tap? I don't see a fight or anything like that.
No, it's just a precaution, and I could do it every so often.
Oh,
It's
how long does
until-
that last?
Let's do this.
I assume that was like a minute before this fight breaks out or something like that.
No, it's just until you roll initiative.
Oh. Okay.
Excellent.
Nice.
Do people? Is there any places that seem interesting to people? I kind of just want to walk around, just wander, ask people like
The
places
ruins.
of interest.
I don't know what these ruins are, but I want to rebuild them.
After you're done with your bath, aka it looks like you're
Yes.
done flailing, I'll offer to pick you up and drag you back to the ship.
I still have the other half of the bar to use.
If you continue, I'll just like sit in the sky waiting.
Honestly, yeah, that works. If that works for you. I need to get a drink. My bad.
The first creature that you guys come across, this kind of floating being that just makes their way down the street, almost like the elementals that you've seen in other areas. It doesn't seem to pay you much mind as it floats past, making its way to somewhere. Let me complete this token quick. Download. There we go. Make a history check, whoever cares to do so.
Let's see, history. Not great.
I'll try.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Oh, I need to reload. I double clicked on the chat box and that ruins everything. Excellent. Alright, what'd you guys get? 13 and a 10. You don't really know what this entity is. It seems aberrant in nature, but outside of that, you're not really sure what this would be. It doesn't seem hostile, though. Beyond them, as they like pass by, going to this bridge, they seem to be traveling down the road somewhere.
Oh wait, Eric, did you jettison all the way up there? Oh, I did say I was sticking near him. Anyways, I'll just have Gale go off, like, go forth.
Okay.
I don't know.
Understood. A few other creatures kind of pop in and out of houses as you begin to enter town. Voop, you see these giant, almost centipede-like entities scuttle out from their like house windows. You see a few humanoid shapes with kind of like this, varying tones of skin, but this almost like yellowish golden glow kind of emanating off of them. Living side by side with these massive, strange creatures. They look very similar, almost to your beholder boss. Some of them being just different amalgamations of different limbs and floating tentacles and things like this. I will post another image of one of them. Let's see.
If any of them look our way, I'm just gonna be waving like, "Hi, hello."
Yeah, some of them seem friendlier than others. You see one of them gives you a hand wave with multiple little hands, but then one of the workers, it seems like, as he's picking up these like heavy crates and basically just like throwing them up into the sky and they float away, looks a little bit more menacing. With almost crab-like appendages and insect-like features, several eyes as they...
I'm sure they're not bad if they're simply just hauling crates around.
Yeah. It seems like this is
Yeah,
a
they're
pretty established little place.
Yeah, they're just living.
Yeah.
Okay, question. And
Go
this
on.
is completely just not, theoretical. If I were to fight one of these guys, how much of a chance would I stand?
Do you want to find out?
Oh, I'd like to find out, but not by doing it.
Oh, you want to size them up? Make an insight check.
Alright.
I feel like Gorb would get his ass handed to them.
Well, I feel like Gorb is also a level 18 monk.
Well, I mean, I feel like one would just fucking just bitch slap him, just like backhand,
Oh.
and that'd be an end of it.
Well, I rolled a 1.
You did roll a 1. So I'm gonna say you have no idea what to make of these creatures. Why don't you make me a wisdom saving throw? This is not gonna be a bad thing. This is gonna be a learning experience for you.
Okay.
Has a new fear.
28. This is great. What are you afraid of, Gorb?
Frogs.
Frogs? Okay. One of them seems to be normal, and as you walk by, you like kind of size him up, and this like frog head will stick out of his neck all of a sudden and look at you, and then kind of retract back into their body. These are creatures made of dreams, but also nightmares.
That's
And they
cool.
seem to be using you guys as almost a source of food. Not in a bad way.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Okay.
They
yeah.
feed off the dreams and nightmares.
You guys existing is beneficial to these guys, it seems.
Does it feel like we're getting drained at all, or is it just
Not
like
at all.
Fuck.
Okay?
These
Not-
guys have been around probably for, have been a part of your dreams the whole time. You might have seen these guys.
Wait.
These are your sleep paralysis demons, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
never like see them
Okay.
in this form.
Exactly.
Could I make an additional insight check to see if I could become one of these guys via shape change?
Let's see. Yeah, you can try. Make an insight check. That's fine. What'd you get?
7.
18?
18, yeah.
Okay, let's check here. Yes, you think you'd probably be able to turn into one of these, actually. That's handy.
Nice.
I do have stat blocks for them, which means it is
Oh.
possible. Yeah, that is possible. Good. I was trying to get stat blocks for these for a while.
Orb can now become your nightmares.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Nightmare,
Not the-
nightmare.
Crab one, but the blue wispy looking one.
Yeah.
Could I ask if there's anywhere I can like buy like interesting trinkets of this area?
Yeah, it kind of it gives you a wave, and you hear in your mind, it's the voice of somebody who you know. Why don't you decide who that is?
Grandpa?
Sure, you hear Grandpa's voice in your head.
That's
tell
sad too, because he's dead.
Yeah, and that would make sense. Yeah, they tell you that there's a couple curio shops right up the road, and a couple art places. But if you're trying to find some items and stuff like that that are unique to this area, then you should head across the bridge, and there's a market space that you can go visit.
I'll head that way.
Okay, sounds good.
Ask around for a place to eat.
We are the food.
Yeah, there's there are a couple places to eat around. You'll find some of these humanoid folks are actually keeping them up. It doesn't seem like the quarry are at all, and if they are, then the food is very alien looking, and maybe not even real necessarily.
Okay, I gotta try this now. And if I die, oh well. Whatever, I'll just be back.
Do you want to? Yeah. Oh, I see. It's Gale. Do you want to try eating one of the? What are you trying to eat? One of the apparition ones, or one of the ones that are held by these humanoid folks?
Do the humanoid folks seem like they're offering it as like a sure, try it kind of look?
These people just seem like guys. They look almost indistinguishable from the other humans that you've met over in Ioris. Other than
Yeah,
the
sure, I'll give it a shot.
occasional little halo. Yeah, their food is pretty good. You just
Oh.
like 5 copper. This is like street food that you would be pretty used to back at home, but also it has like a almost unnatural sense of like you've had this before. It's very nostalgic for some reason.
Nostalgia?
Yeah.
Deja vu, even. Well,
Hmm.
You ate a memory.
Hmm. What was it?
8 dementia.
I pay them silver pieces because I want a couple extra pieces.
Sure, yeah, you can gather up as much food as you want to here. That's fine. Yeah, they've got a lot of orchards around here. Far off, you can see different, like, rolling kind of fields of these strange crops. The more dreamlike ones that these quarry are holding, they kind of explain to you. You might try to eat them. There's only a chance that you actually get anything from it. They are dreams. They are different pieces of morsels of memories that they are giving to one another to try to make sure that they're all properly fed. Let's see. Yeah, probably like kebabs and stuff like that. But also like seafood, right? So maybe seafood kebabs and stuff like that too.
That does sound good, actually.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry
Now I'm hungry. That sucks.
Well,
Hmm. Oh, did you find like a place of interest?
I'm just looking for like knickknacks and stuff like that I can bring back home.
You find a couple, yeah, at like a few of these shops. You see these things that different idols and stuff like that seem to ward off old memories. But you also just find a bunch of miscellaneous things that seem to just have gathered here. People selling off like knickknacks and things like that from lands beyond that have just made their way here and have been kind of lost to the other realms.
a TV remote that someone lost.
Yep, that kind of stuff.
The couch.
Are they asking for
sock.
like regular money, or are they asking for like something special?
No, it's mostly like regular money. Some people are asking for like favors and stuff like that. The quarry shops are asking very little. They're basically just asking for you to sit around for a while, so that they can basically charge.
Suck.
While we're walking around, can I just like listen in on what people are talking about? I'm just curious on like what's kind of like a topic that people are like. What's like a normal thing around here?
People are kind of questioning why the entire topography just changed. So there is that. They're noting that there's been a lot of rain all of a sudden recently. Other than that, they're talking about how some of the quarry have been acting up recently, and how a whole bunch of them just returned to town after kind of stabilizing a bit, and they're happy to have them. You hear one of these humanoid guys talking about, well, thank goodness they returned. Now we can bear more children. We can increase our numbers once the the grafting completes itself. We just need to gather them up and find some suitable hosts.
Oh,
Elden Ring moment.
What are the quarries again?
Those are these guys. Like all these little.
All
these guys are all quarry.
Even the humanoid ones, or are those different?
Those seem to be known as Kalishtar.
Oh.
oh, so cool.
What, the fucking grafting?
No, Kalishtar is one of my favorite races.
They're
What are
pretty
they
cool.
again?
They're Dream Touch, basically.
Ah, cool.
So all of these Kalishtar have a quarry that becomes their other half, and they kind of manifest them. Here, they can manifest a physical body. On the material planes, they just manifest as a basically like scary image that they can manipulate. And
Sleep Rouse Demon.
yeah, they basically have a little helper in the back of their head at all times.
Cortana, shut the
Don't
fuck
we
up.
also have that though? That
Yep.
we just don't use.
Yes.
Mine
that's
doesn't
true.
work. Oh wait, you're talking about
No, they died,
D&D.
didn't
I
they?
thought you meant in real life.
Did they die? I don't think I killed them.
I
don't
thought
really.
they got erased.
Man, I'm
Oh.
dead.
I don't know. Honestly, that plot point, it's lost to me. I don't mind. Nobody ended up needing him very much. The only person who uses him is like Foyvid. So
Fair enough.
And that's because his is
Ah.
like Mynir Olvagar, which is understandable.
I think
Voop summons his.
Voop?
That's true.
Yeah.
Voop has a little. Well, he's got Ada's song in a book, so that's pretty good too.
Need a song in the jar. Oh god.
Maybe not the jar.
Not a jar.
All right. So as far as things to buy, there are a couple little trinkets and amulets that seem to prevent. One of the main things is the influencing of dreams. They go for 100 gold each. They are little magic items that basically make you immune to anything that would change your mind while dreaming, that would manifest some sort of terror within you.
Do you mean like the little dream catcher things?
Or forcibly send you to sleep. Yeah, they're kind of
Oh.
they're kind of like dream catchers.
Is there any charms like to ward off nightmares?
Yes, there's that would be the same type of thing.
Just take a bunch of melatonin, my guy.
I'm curious
Yeah.
about it. I want one.
Just
Yeah, I was gonna. Can I buy like
Yeah.
4 of those things? I have a few I want to give away.
Sure.
Yeah.
You said they're 100 gold each, or sure.
Yeah.
buys 4. Do they stack?
Those don't require attunement, do they?
No.
Okay. I'll take one then.
Little shiny objects. It's cool.
And then let's see.
Alright. What would I call it?
Mo's here.
What would you call it? Yeah, just
Yeah.
call it a dreamcatcher amulet. That's fine. Outside of that, yeah, people have all different sorts of little glowing rocks and things like that. Pieces of memory and stuff like that that you could imbue. There is one restorative that they note.
Are the
There is a special stone here. It is a almost crystal that is formed. It is actually like gathered like sea salt. It collects on the surfaces of the waves here and clumps up on the rocks. It's basically collections of knowledge that you can use to you can basically
Shard.
consume it. You can put it on food, and it'll give you random memories, random knowledge points that you can basically get just random bursts of either proficiency,
learn the Pythagorean theorem?
temporary spells that you can cast, things like that, from the great minds from different planes beyond.
Wait, if you're temporarily learn how to cast a spell, you didn't like write down that information so you have it for later.
Maybe.
We probably
Also, are
could.
those glowing rocks like quite literally just rocks or?
They honestly they look like little blue like agate stones, but they have like almost a sharp, almost like tennis ball, like hair to them, so that they tend to stick
Oh,
and
the
clump on the
fuzz?
thing. Yeah, like the fuzz. Yeah. They are not something you would want to touch with a bare hand.
Oh, so like fucking fiberglass.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I have actually not touched fiberglass.
I sure have.
So
Yep,
have I.
same.
I
I
used
almost did.
a fiberglass
go on.
broom for about half an hour before realizing that my hand really hurts.
Wait, a fucking
What?
what?
Yeah, like a fiberglass broom handle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No,
this
what the fuck are you
fucking
talking
suck.
Yeah.
What the hell? I've never heard of that.
I just got some duct tape. I was fine. Anyway,
I mean, there's like exposed fiberglass in my grandparents' Pennsylvania's house.
other than
And I
that,
was like, ooh, pink stuff.
you find a couple things like there's a magnifying glass one place. You see, different weapons and things like that that have been discarded here. The occasional magic item here and there for sale at these little shops. Spell
A pipe bomb
scrolls
shows up.
all over the place. A lot of spell scroll shopping areas. People have gathered these memories, and it seems like there's a lot of mages here, of varying degrees and origins. Let's see here.
I want to just ask, because it seems like something that would exist here. Does anyone seem to be selling someone's lucky stone?
Like a lucky, yeah.
Just
You could find
like a
something
personal
like that.
good luck charm, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like tons of good luck charms and stuff like that. Like a lot of like you even find like some kids like stuffed rabbit. Yeah, just like all people think that, you know, things that people have either forgotten about or just have happenstance lost have just happened to end up here in this town. So yeah, you could find a lucky rock for like 5 gold.
Yeah, okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the weaponry here.
Yeah, you see weaponry from all different sorts of cultures and things like that in either varying degrees of use and disrepair. What do you want to try to find? What are you looking for?
I don't know, something cool.
Okay. I don't
Define
know
cool.
something cool, he says. Roll a D100 for me, please.
Alright.
69.
Can I look with him?
Red.
Sure.
Oh.
Why don't you both roll a D100? 45? Got it. Roll me a D20. A 1.
1.
Okay. Now
I found a dagger.
that's not a bad thing.
Right.
Kitchen
Find a
knife.
pocket. You find a pocket knife.
Let's see here. I have this written down somewhere.
Eric, are you done taking a bath, or or are you still continuing?
Is a soap bar fully used, Fib, or do I gotta like?
The soap bar at this point is fully used and gone, and you still smell like, you know, somebody who just ran a mile, but you don't smell like a demon's feces.
Actual shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, yeah, that's better.
Alright, we can
everybody-
find you a pressure washer later.
Greg uses the fucking water gun ability.
Oh yes, he blows your skin off.
Ah, fuck. Oh, anyway.
He'll live.
Yeah, I have armor.
Here.
Wait,
Okay, interesting. All right, so you
I
will
can control the pressure.
roll a d12 then, Gorb.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make some roll 6 more dice.
I sure will if I have to.
I'm rolling
it.
really nice right now.
Well, some of these didn't matter for like how high or low you did.
They're just for fun.
All right. You will find. He's got. You will find a quarterstaff that seems to wriggle as you look at it.
Ugh.
Floppy.
It has
Blasted
like
quarterstaff.
all along it little arms that are just growing off. It looks very much like a quarry in many ways. It has a little bit of a bluish purplish hue to it. And
Oh.
it at the
Got it.
end of each side there is a like solid ball.
Okay.
It is an aberrant +2 quarterstaff.
Oh.
Damn.
How much?
Oh,
It's time to roll some dice, I guess. Roll me 2d10.
wait.
Also,
Like,
could I have
apparent
been looking
you-
for like armors and type of stuff like that?
Sure, you can say that that's what
Oh
you're-
god, Gorb's gonna
Your
find the
fingers.
hand armor.
7,000 gold.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I bet.
All right, it's a good price for that. Let's see. Roll me a d20 then, Al. A 3.
Wait,
Okay.
is this something like you could find on 5e tools on the list? Like weapon types?
Oh,
like
the aberrant
aberrant-
thing. All that does. Let's see. Let's see.
Like, is there more than just aberrant by chance that can be found?
Yeah.
Well, in theory.
Yeah, there's 20 different prefixes.
Really?
All right. Al, you have found a pelt sort of armor. Let's see. We'll say it's studded leather. That's
Maxi
fine.
belt.
It doesn't seem to be magical. Well, except for the fact that it seems to be almost alive. It's like the animal that this was taken from never truly died.
It is the animal.
Oh,
How much damage does that staff do? Just 1d6?
1d6,
or
1d8
4?
plus
cool.
2.
I know who I'm gonna gift that to.
Who?
If it's constantly moving and wiggling around, it might get the lazy guy off the couch.
If you were to put this on, it would be like wearing a dog that's still alive.
What's the dog doing?
Exactly. Is there like a cursive binding?
I'm sure there is. That's for like artifact stuff. None of you guys rolled high enough to find like an artifact type thing.
Aw.
That's okay.
Puts a curse on it.
We can
Or
what
just
we
says it's
what we
cursed.
can do if you guys want going forward is now that we're in endgame stuff, we can start putting random traits on any magic item. I'm okay with that. I have
Ooh.
tables to do so. You can also just start allocating those to your items already. That's fine. They'd be good and bad. So
First shirt.
yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't seem cursed. It just seems
Oh, you know what Terraria
yeah.
is like Goblin Tinkerer reforging mechanic? Is it like gonna be like that?
I have no idea what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Al may know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What I will say about this bestial armor, they tell you that it's self-repairing.
Damn. How did they figure that out?
Just
Uh.
hasn't received any damage that it hasn't recovered from over time. Oh,
can
and
I?
Gorb, you'll need to prune your staff.
Oh,
Meaning...
It grows.
you know what?
Oh,
pruning
so
rose
I have
is?
to trim it.
Yep.
What if I just don't?
It'll just keep growing.
More range.
Guys, I'm gonna make another world tree.
Oh
A
fuck!
world tree of
no.
limbs. Awful.
The flesh tree of hands, of catching these hands. You get death by 1,000 bitch slaps.
Could I like grab a piece of paper and draw out like roughly like a rough sketch of the 3 sigils that we have?
Yeah, absolutely. If you know them, you can draw them out.
Like I don't want them to be perfect,
right,
but
otherwise they would activate. But yes, I understand what you mean.
could I like start asking around people as if they see anything similar?
Let's see. Well, yeah, why don't you make an investigation check? Sure.
Rolls on a skill check and accidentally draws a perfect sigil and it activates.
I rolled a 5. I got a
You did.
23.
23.
Ah.
You will find a very wise and old quarry,
God, what the hell?
who mentions that they have seen such sigils before, but they don't know of any more in this realm necessarily. They know that different adventurers have claimed these from before, and during the early days of Aelinor, but they seem to have dropped off in circulation and use for some reason. People seem to have less access to them now, like they've been hoarded away somewhere.
IRS.
Do you know of anyone that would have like an ancient map that would point to some of them? Maybe.
He doesn't think that such a thing exists.
Okay.
It's worth a try asking.
Especially in this place where things go to be lost.
Yep.
True.
What is that building on the island by itself?
You mean this one?
Other side of the village.
Oh, this one?
Oh shit, that has the dead tree.
No, this one. Sorry. Yeah, the tree one.
Yeah, the dead tree one. Yeah, that used to be a temple. He says. It used to
Yeah, the
be
fucking
a temple to Asgareth that just recently fell out of repair for some reason.
Hmm.
Convenient. Also, clouds covering part of the bridge.
Hmm.
Alright.
Damn, even the tree fucking perished.
They they say the quarry that used to keep it and their Kalashtar allies just disappeared one day.
The milk.
So, not recent.
Not too recently, no. It happened a couple years ago. It sounds like.
Is there okay, I was about to say, what's their perception of time like? Is it the same as ours, or?
The Kalashtar seem to have a grasp of time. The quarry don't seem to really know what's going on in that regard.
They don't know what time is. Okay.
Yeah.
What,
Can we go
relatively?
check out the temple?
Yeah, you could definitely go and take a peek in there.
Just take some duct
I'm gonna
tape, you
poke
know,
my
that'll
head in the
fix
ruins.
everything.
Okay, those ruins over here. Yeah, so this over here used to be a library. It looks like a bomb has gone off in here.
Yeah, Eric wanted to potentially go and ask about it.
Yeah, you'll find in your investigation of the location, just asking around, that something was stored in there, and it must have been volatile enough that one day it just something popped in there, or somebody blew it up. There hasn't been much investigation into it. It seems like people are trying to kind of keep quiet about it and just leave it alone. And
Someone forgot to take something
now,
out the microwave.
now as you kind of poke around and look inside there, you do see a bunch of these little baby quarry that have been born, kind of swirling around and hiding within the wreckage here.
Can I just look around, see what remains after the explosion went off?
Sure, yeah. You find a couple like textbooks, just explaining some old history and things like that. A couple spell tomes here and there that have been kind of burnt and charred. Some newspapers from different prints. Some of these don't seem to be from Aelinor. Some of them seem to be from the before times. A lot of this stuff is either badly burned or broken apart. Some of it's totally fine. You find a couple children's books, different, just historical tales. Here and there, a lot of magazines.
Are they all in like a language that can be read, or?
Some of these can be read, some of these can't. You do find a demonic fashion magazine that gives you a headache every time you look at it.
Interesting.
I just dropped a knife on my foot. We're all good.
What the fuck?
Nice.
This is my bottle opener.
Go be mom with a butcher knife.
Yes.
For
God, she did
the
do
books that are just like slightly charred, could I cast mending on them? I just want to repair books
Sure.
for now.
You repair a couple books here and there. You start cleaning this place up. The quarry kind of float around you, kind of questioning what's going on.
Should I use mending as well?
That's a good
stuff?
question. I have no clue.
So yeah, mending on books, what it does is basically any of the ink that would have been there that has been like destroyed is still gone, but the like
Damn.
structural parts
Paper.
of the book can be repaired. So
The paper and like
Okay.
yeah, the papers.
the leatherback or whatever the hell you call it.
Yep,
you know,
yep.
and-
Yeah, the structure of the book can return, but basically the text is gone.
Damn.
But
That's
you
fine.
know, but it still helps because like even a partially incomplete book is still better than some of the states that these are in.
Didn't reduce
Yeah.
the ashes.
Anyways, that's me for the time being, for whatever Al's doing in the other place.
Let's see. For Eric, you seem to have a little entourage of these quarry that are feasting. It seems like they're getting like they're pulsating and getting a little bit bigger as they
Okay.
kind of float around.
I
you.
was about to ask if I could interact with them.
Yeah.
Actually.
They seem to be feasting on quite a bit.
Like just passively, like how you said earlier, like not affecting me, but just
Yep. You just seem
Like
to
photosynthesis?
have a lot of memory to you.
like photosynthesis with plants, you know?
Yeah,
in the
kind of.
sun.
Yeah, if you'd be like the sun, I guess.
Yeah, just an analogy. Wait, is that an analogy? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. You
I
get
do
what
know
I'm
what
trying
you,
to say.
I do know what you mean. Yep.
So are they like kind of like ethereal, or like could they be poked?
You seem to be able to poke them here. And as you do so,
Not
like
that I
they turn
want
red.
to.
Why don't you make me a wisdom save? Just
I did not want to poke
I know,
them.
I know.
wanted
Just
to observe.
just being by one. Yeah. Why don't you, just as Gorb did, make a wisdom save?
Save?
Yep.
I got a
A 10. What is
wait,
something
that
you're
becomes a 13.
okay? What is something you're afraid
Wait.
of?
You no. Fuck. Shit, I don't have that written down. I never thought about that, you
Well,
know.
just come up with something and let me know. We'll move on to somebody else.
The
and then-
undulating
Alright, yeah.
fleshy pit that he was teleported to.
Mm,
Oh, fuck,
That
you know,
is the fair one.
the poop
honestly.
pipe.
Ah, horrid.
Oh, fuck off.
Uh,
Please don't say that.
You see, yeah, you see a little, his face turns into a little, like, tube for a moment and kind of protrudes out at you. And you, let's see.
I was going to say Eric's afraid of, like, fucking traveling between, like, fucking dimensions, or, like, to the abyss after that now. A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I have this somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I guess I deleted it. That's odd. Alright. Why
That
don't
and,
you roll
like,
me a
the-
D100 and then a D10?
That and, like, the, what's the fucking, Nightwalkers and stuff? What's that faction called again?
Oh, sure.
Legion of Night.
Yeah, the
Legion of Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, those undead and stuff, they'll just rub him the wrong way.
Sure.
Like, alright, so you said D100, then a D20?
D10. But yeah.
60, 3 off, and a 9.
You begin having a few hallucinations here and there. For the next
You
9
being
minutes,
nice,
as you kind of flop around after looking at this thing,
Has a
you
seizure.
you begin seeing all these different images of the many creatures that you faced, the Legion of Night, and all these sundered creatures, the demons that you saw down below, and the disgusting nature of them. You begin
So
just
there
having
was
a
no
little bit of a freak out.
Said there was no demons in the abyss.
The entire, like, remember the little stringy things that were trying to get you?
Oh, those things.
Yeah, like that kind of
Oh.
stuff.
Alright.
But after 9 minutes pass, you go back to normal.
I
What do you
pull out my
guys?
sword, not kidding.
You killed a kid. What are you guys doing?
Die, you little shit!
Hey Fib.
Yeah.
Remember that book from before the Temple of Fury that like didn't have an end?
Yes.
Is that something I could pick up?
No.
Oh god. Or would make
Okay.
it smell bad.
I'd just like read it for the rest of my life.
It was, if I remember, grafted to the table. It was like, and it was impossible. It was impossibly heavy to pick up.
Okay, so you moved the table.
Yeah, that was my thought.
I see the stone table that's in the floor.
You pick
I
up
mean,
the
I
floor
got like
there.
a
Fuck you.
21 strength right now or something like
Look,
that.
we get a bunch of
Yeah.
movers. You know, get a U-Haul truck, you're good to fucking go.
Sure.
Magic U-Haul.
I have
You know,
a couple
and
guys that I hired to help me out. I can
just
do
teleport the
something.
table.
None of them are here, but understood.
I know.
Okay.
Oh,
Portal.
new endgame idea. Magic U-Haul. Perfect business.
I could also wish it to be in my possession.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah,
Go for
but
No.
it'll be in your possession, but not how you want it to be.
it. Exactly.
You fool.
I just found out that I had one of my paint containers open this whole time.
Nice.
Oh,
Did you
no.
spill it?
Nope. I'm just gonna shake it for a while now. All right,
Wait. Shouldn't you close it?
I did. Yes, I should. I
Shakes
should
it
close
up.
it before I shake it. Yes.
Shakes it, opens, gets paint everywhere.
Whoop, what are you doing here? What would you like to do?
I'm asking around if there's been any creatures non-native to this plane that have like lived here for a while.
Non-native to this
I'm trying to get information on like the Sundered Court people, whatever they're called,
Gotcha. Okay.
Queen Joy and them.
Sure. Do you want to? Are you asking around specifically? Let's think here. How should I phrase this? Make an investigation check. We'll start with that.
You could
Okay,
probably
yeah,
ask
20.
about like the temples of Fury, Ire, and Joy if you as like a
Yeah,
start.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah,
With
since we're here, I just figured I'd ask around here.
yeah, so 20. So yeah, the quarry seem to know about them. They say yeah, the rundown is basically this place is directly changed and altered by the state of Aelinor, as this is like their mind, like this plane is them.
Mm.
These locations are aspects of fear that have gripped and haunted this planet since it was given this planet god ever since it was given agency over this multiverse and ever since it was revealed to them the threat that they face.
Fear of joy, then?
Yes.
Or not all of them are fears. Wait. Okay. Fear of being happy. Damn. Fucking
That's
fear
actually a
of
pretty
being
common fear.
happy. Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. Because it could so easily be taken away that what gives you joy.
Yes.
Huh.
And a lot
Damn,
of
that
these yes.
sucks.
So this plane, and you start to put together the reason that Aelinor, was fragmenting, was because of the scale of everything. The god was not able to maintain their composure any longer, and had to split apart. So
Takes a minute for all.
we might see these things separating. You also begin with a 20 investigation. Why don't you make another insight check?
It's a fucking 900 on his roll.
18. You think there might be some sort of connection. There's too much specificity between the names of these leaders of the Emerald Call and the names of these locations.
Oh, and names are also like these names are places of fear. So
It's very likely that there was some sort of influence from even Aelinor in swaying the Emerald Call. Maybe he wasn't the cause of it, but maybe they based their actions on his own inflections and emotions.
Yeah, I thought we knew that already.
Okay, just
They took their they took their names after these places because they visited here, and saw sort of the dark side or whatever of what's been going on.
yes, they saw the unjustness of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess on a more literal level, I'm trying to see if I can backtrack and find information on them because they've been here.
Sure.
But yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. So as far as their actual presence here, they've never visited this city. From asking around, it seems like they have had a very distanced presence in this location. Yeah, they have not been in this town.
Secluded, maybe.
As far as memories go, though, they have experienced. People are dreaming about these people, and they do fear them. So they have seen their ripple, and the terror that they bring, brought here in dream form more than actual presence themselves. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it gives more reason to kill them.
The locations, again, just so that I can reiterate this information to you guys, seems to be most present within the continent of the Dunelands in Nemora. From entities from there.
Duneland and Namora. Where to go if we want to find them? Okay.
Alrighty. Damn, this place is useful.
It's just it is just a lot of people who just know most things about
Just gossip.
yeah,
Get all the
basically
information.
gossip. That's true. Yeah.
All
It's just-
information for free as well. They just get it. It's like, oh, hey, we got this.
they like having people around.
That's nice. I can't relate.
Have I answered your questions, Zoop, or are you looking for anything else?
That's good. That's fine.
Okay.
want to visit their temples?
Within the temple now, Al, as you step in, it is sort of your bog standard Asgarath temple. A lot of draconic visage, stuff like that. It's all laden in the kind of neutral yellowish tones, but you also see the different draconic colors kind of traced in lines up to the ceiling where they connect. You see, stone statues of him, and the altar, you notice, has been seemingly like replaced. It's kind of a strange, just concrete circle, like sphere. It almost looks like it's been like crushed into the ground.
Just like a sphere, just like dropped, like it
Yeah,
impacted.
like it appeared one day, just like a couple feet up in the air, and fell directly onto the altar.
Could I attempt to go pick it up?
It's very large, but yeah, you think you might be able to pick it up. If
Or
you
move it?
if you had some help, yeah, probably more moving it. Yeah. Make a strength check if you want to try to roll it around or something like that. Yeah.
I'm not as strong as I used to be.
Okay. Yeah. With a 6, you can't quite budge it. But as you push up against it, you notice that it is like perfectly smooth stone.
Can I look around for like any ledgers, old diaries, or anything like that that would explain why they left?
Yeah, make an investigation check. 35, very good. Yeah, you look in, you go into some of the back rooms, you find some of these tomes. It looks like, yeah, there used to be a Kalishtar here that spoke, and wrote common. You look through his journals, and it seems like everything was more or less, standard practice here. Everything, was up to snuff. They're talking about the beginning of the second era happening soon, and looking forward to festivities that will take place here. They're talking about the city, is bustling and large, and you don't start to notice that there's like talk about how the rocks are beginning to start floating, stuff like that. It seems like the city didn't always used to be fragmented and upon different little water bodies. It seems like the terrain during the first era used to be all upon the ground here, and something has happened. And the journal kind of cuts itself short after a page. It just talks about looking forward to the beginning of that next age, and about bringing some of these quarry back to Aelinor so that they can make more Kalishtar children in the city of Ioris. With a 35, you will see that he mentions that he'll be able to see the main. Let's see, I have to find his name. But I'll get you that name in a second. Sorry.
You're good.
Let's see. I'll have to pull up an old document to get this. This is the deep lore. Hold on.
And you said that the stone was like unnaturally smooth, right?
It
For
is.
the ball.
It is incredibly smooth. Yeah.
I know I just gave Gord my belt of Hill Giant strength, so I'm probably gonna go try to find him and Eric and Scribes since I know they're strong, to see if they can help me move this stone.
Okay.
Okay.
Or just gather everybody up and see if there's anything else, because I know Boo probably has something they need to do to.
Greg has a
if they
22
fail.
strength.
Yeah, I was gonna meet you anyways. I was gonna ask you for my cubic gate back.
Oh yeah, I'll give that back to you.
Okay.
We have a
Gotta have
stand
it.
now.
But this one's mine.
Mood. Fucking.
Oh
but
yeah, we also need to visit Eleanor for the potted plant,
the sword.
Mm-hmm.
the sword. Yes.
But yeah, if I do meet you here, I can try and cast a spell on this thing. I don't know if it's magically anchored there or not. Or if it's just a large rock that you're trying to push.
It doesn't seem to be anchored at all. No.
I'll just cast reverse gravity on it.
Okay. Let's see.
Dear Lord.
One way to do it.
It sure is.
I learned this in the temple. Remember that?
It lifts up
You
all the way.
fucking menace.
And goes up to the ceiling, and it reveals underneath, a crushed altar, and a few holy texts, things like that, some scripts, a few vials of like smashed holy water that have since like kind of pooled here, but it is all kind of ground into a pulp. There's a holy symbol to Asgarath that remains intact, but it looks a little bit altered. It instead is it itself has taken on more of a like bally appearance.
Deformed.
I'm not sure if I can enter there without getting thrown or something like that. So, could I activate my wings and just try to get in there and grab what I can?
You can try your best. I'm gonna say, why doesn't Voop just make me an intelligence check to see if he can try to manipulate this, and give you an opening to do what you want.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask, does it like, because there was other things that just floated away after a while. Will it like reach a certain height and just stop obeying the laws of gravity?
Let's see, 50-foot radius. It's 100 feet high, and the I don't think the building is 100 feet high necessarily.
Oh, there's a roof. Okay.
Yeah. I think it just hits upon the roof, and you can just grab what you need to. Natural 1. I will say that the stone will just fall. Let's see here. Like as it rises up and okay, yeah. I mean that's funny. It will go into the ceiling, and then kind of leave the area. No, it's a 50-foot radius. It'll smash through the ceiling, and punch a hole through the thing. And
It ascends.
it doesn't just end. I mean, the spell is the spell. Let's see. Yeah, you'll just need to be very careful. You'll need to make a dexterity save as well if you want to try to pull anything out from that radius.
I just want to grab the holy symbol and maybe the texts, but
Okay.
mostly the holy symbol.
Okay. Do you have a way of reaching out, or do you just want to try to be quick enough or something, or what do you want to do here?
I can use my tabaxi speed just to speed through it.
Okay. Why don't you make a dexterity check with advantage?
All right.
Or
Check
saving,
or save?
saving throw. Why not? Yeah. 24. Okay. I'm gonna say that you get swept up, but you'll be okay. But you managed to.
And
grab,
I did
You managed to
did
grab
have
everything.
the wings out.
Yeah. With everything out, you managed to grab onto what you're looking for,
Okay.
and you have a skylight now.
A what?
A skylight.
A skylight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is this kind of as vandalism?
It's kind of
I
abandoned.
don't think they really care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shrine to fucking Azrath or a temple.
And
Dazgarath is now dead.
as the spell
Okay, but,
fades
like,
after a minute,
Rude.
the orb does not come back down.
The orb.
Well, that's nice.
The ball.
Okay.
Yeah, after gravity resets itself, I'm like, well, I forgot I could have just levitated the thing instead. But this is more fun, isn't it?
So if it doesn't come back down, can I grab the holy script too?
Yeah, you can grab all that stuff. It is
Try and grab a little bit of holy water
just floating up there.
off the ground.
And it looks like a normal thing to Asgarath, just more of a orb shape.
It seems to
crushed.
have like some sort of like draconic, symbolism to it, but it has been like bent and twisted into a ball.
Orbified. So it's like
Oh,
fucking. So it's like a piece of paper that's been crumpled.
I have a
Yes.
thought, but I don't want
say it.
that thought
Don't
to
say
be
it.
Real.
Don't say it. Just don't say it then.
Care to
Don't
share?
Say it.
Yeah.
No, don't say it. Don't
Say
say it. No,
Say
shut up.
it.
Shut up. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
It's mostly
Don't listen to
because
them.
I've seen Whoop cast a gravity spell that draws everything really close to it.
Darkstar?
No, there's like
Gravity
gravity
well?
well or something like that.
I was just
I'm just
guessing random names.
thinking like maybe the people were in that ball.
Oh fuck,
Oh,
man.
you mean like they got meatballed?
Yes.
They got fucking crushed. I was expecting worse, I'll be honest from you. I was expecting you to say something like worse.
Because if
like Azrath.
it looks like everything was crushed into a ball, right?
They became the
no,
ball.
just that whole. So the ball just seemed to have fallen on everything. That holy symbol seems to
Okay.
be a little bit more meticulously nudged, though.
Okay, they
Is-
spun the
It
orb around.
doesn't quite make
Okay.
sense given the position it was in, the shape that it is in now. You'd think it'd be flat like a pancake.
Okay, do you think maybe they spun the like big stone in a circle, like just twisted it around?
and then is that big stone still flying up there?
Yep.
Could I cast meld with stone and see if there's anything inside of it?
Become rock.
It seems, yeah. Let's see. Can you paste that spell quick? Can you just like put it in the chat?
Let's see.
It's Dwayne Johnson. Oh
I just
my
want to see
gosh.
exactly what it
It's just-
does.
Sorry,
just full of
it's
pure
with
platinum.
the where is it?
You're fine. I can also just look
Oh,
up the
it's
spell. So.
in it's it's in the Roll20 stuff actually.
There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. You want to try to step into the stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch as there's corpses inside it.
You merge with the stone. I'm gonna roll a dice quick. Just want to see.
Watch, there's gonna be bodies inside the stone.
Or it's gonna be like
Okay.
an actual artifact.
The rock.
You
Watch it just be a rock.
meld into the stone, and you appear somewhere else.
It's
Oh.
a fucking portal.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
The rock dimension.
You are now standing in a dark field with this sort of
The Ohio dimension.
almost kind of light yellow kind of grass. It's kind of sparse. Yeah. As it is stretched across this kind of normal earthen terrain. You seem to be like almost underwater, pressed into what seems to be like a glass sort of room. As you look around and you see at the very center of this room an orb.
Huh.
Scintillating
Another orb.
with color, just almost humming. You almost hear like static coming off of it. Around you, though, you see different chairs, tables, places to entertain oneself. You see a chessboard. Um, different books here and there scattered around. Children's toys, oddly enough, like little playthings. And all of them seem to be like little historical figures from around Aelinor. Um, you take a peek, and there seems to be swirling around you these different like fish in this giant bowl that you seem to just be present in right now. They're all like translucent. You seem to be at what would maybe be the bottom of a very deep ocean, but you're in this sort of terrestrial zone that is being kept here.
Can I breathe?
Yeah, you're fine. You have like
Okay.
an air pocket in here.
The aquarium.
It's like a reverse aquarium.
The fish go to examine you.
Can I go check out that orb?
Sure. What would you like to do with the orb?
Ponder it.
I want to look inside it. If it's
Yes.
clear, like a crystal ball.
It's not quite clear, but there is almost an opaque nature to it. As you kind of peer into it, you'll notice as the colors begin to kind of swirl around you a little bit, as it's as almost as if it's reacting to your presence as you get closer.
Can
Lick
I,
the
like-
orb?
Not actually touch it to it, but can I pull out like a little bit of my dust of each color and put it near it?
Sure, yeah. As you do so, you watch as the dust kind of begins to float up from your hand and begin to take on little shapes and begin swirling around with each other. Not connecting somehow. It's almost like your agency over the dust is kind of being overridden here for a moment. And yeah, it's just this like strange little show that it's doing for you before it places it back into your hand.
Are we able to communicate through our fate given bond?
If you're on the same plane of existence, kind of.
Am I on the same plane of existence?
No.
Okay.
He's in the orb
Excellent.
dimension.
Nice. Well, see ya.
Yeah.
I don't know
Ta-ta.
where to find you.
Have fun.
Hasta
Good luck
luego.
finding your
Horrible.
way back.
Because there was.
Welcome to Orbville.
I don't know. I'll put my hand on the orb to see what it does.
Okay.
Fuck it.
You put your hand onto the orb, and you begin to feel. It's very smooth. It's like kind of warm and cold at times. It kind of seems to go through a variety of different tones. And you hear not a voice, but you almost hear yourself thinking out loud. You begin to kind of think more. You begin to just remember everything that you've done in the past couple weeks, going back. You're like telling yourself your own story. And as you do so, as you do this, you notice that your eyes have closed a little bit. And as you look up, the colors on this orb are going crazy. They're swirling around and scintillating, and sparks are flying on the inside of it. It seems like it begins to rise ever so slightly. And then it begins to shrink into a smaller orb, one less opaque. And then eventually takes on the size of maybe a beach ball. And now it sits in your hand.
Dribble it.
I'm balling.
There's something inside this orb now. Something you recognize from your earlier years. Are you the older child?
Yeah, of of my sister and me.
Yeah, something that you would have
Lick
seen.
the orb.
Yeah, when your sister was growing up. When she was very young.
I'll reach for it. See if my hand will phase through the orb.
Yeah, your hand phases through the orb. And within there is a cub, a tabaxi cub. Their skin is white as yours, but there's just a little bit of a hint of red and green in the fur. A little bit of black here and there, some silver, some gold,
I like dust.
different shades of blue. And as your hand reaches in, they reach up and grab your hand, your finger, your pinky finger and your thumb, and their eyes open, revealing these two yellow eyes that are just illuminated like flashlights.
I'm honestly scared shitless that I'm about to do something with time.
When the
They look a lot like you as a kid, from what you have been told.
damn fucking RGB for what the hell?
Just a little bit. It's it is very faded, you would say. You would notice it almost like it's at the ends of the fur, just like a little bit. Kind of like
I'm gonna pull.
the pearlescence on like a crow's feathers.
What?
I'm gonna pull out something I've had since the very start of the campaign.
Okay.
Pull that a knife.
My mother's carving of me.
Yeah, you grab out that.
I would
Go ahead.
like to give it to the small creature.
This cub, you phase it through the orb. It holds onto it. It grips it into its hands, and it holds it tight. And it looks up to you, and it gives you a blink, almost like it recognizes what you've done.
I really don't know what to do here.
Yeah. You stand holding an orb. This child in your hands, in the orb, seems to be cradled within it. It holds this little idol. The room around you begins to twist, almost like a clock. Almost like a massive gear. As it begins to spin, the floor begins to change in shape. A almost porthole opens up. For everybody else outside of this orb, the bottom has now split off and fallen to the ground, revealing pure white to either side of you. This door opens for you, Al, at the center of the room. The fish on the outside of this sphere have begun to swim and swirl into this vortex that glimmers around you.
I'm gonna put the orb down and talk and say to the child, never forget your family and grow up strong to protect them. And then I'll hop down.
Okay. You hop
And
down.
out.
You leave the child within this sphere, this tank. You drop down
Orb.
back into the world. You guys see Al appear. And a few minutes, or a few seconds after he drops down, the second half of the stone shuts, closes, falls, and then crumbles to half.
Huh.
I didn't see it was crumbling, did I?
It would have crumbled on impact with the ground as it fell.
Okay.
What do you do?
I don't want to go back for that child. If I see it crumbling apart now. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
What to do about the ball, or
The child. I don't want it to die in there because it's crumbling apart.
It's probably not.
I don't know, man. Adopt a son, I guess.
It's. I mean, it's
congratulations,
in
you've
that.
adopted yourself.
I'd say leave it be. It's probably supposed to happen. Who knows what will happen? I mean, it's in that sphere within the rock, within the fucking rock dimension. The rock dimension wasn't fucking collapsing. Only the fucking entrance to it. Well, entrance slash exit.
What's your piety at? By the way,
38.
crank it up by 6.
Okay.
You did something good, I think.
If it's gonna be just crumbling, after that, I think Al's kind of like had a really mentally tiring last couple of days, and just gonna go fly back to the ship.
Okay.
Days?
Or day. With his bow getting stolen from him, realizing how weak he is without it,
How much will?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
and then
Wait, if you're just.
this like mind fuck of him as a child in there, but that's not him, and he's giving away one of his prized possessions to the child. One of the last things his mother gave him. It's just gonna be like he's just gonna be in this room for the rest of for a while.
Imagine we just prank Al fucking taking honey in his bow. Fucking.
But
It's fucking weird that fucking rock.
I think Al's just gonna fly back to the ship and go lie down for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you go fly back to the Feral Flyer. You find your cabin. You take a nap.
Wait, do they have inns here in this little town, city?
Yeah, they do.
You want to go find one?
I don't know.
It's been a minute since we actually like slept in an actual town.
Sure, what? Oh god, I gotta get off of my chair. Ah, fuck. I'd like to look for a fucking inn.
Sure. Yeah, you find the Ferryman's Piece, which seems to be just down by the docks. A little slice of heaven where they've got different cuts of fish, things like that
Where
for sale.
docks?
I actually don't know. Oh, it is this building. They have to lower it down with rope. That's how high the stuff is each ship.
What, the building?
Yeah, this building.
With rope.
Yeah. So the basically a ship comes down around here-ish, and then a bunch of ropes attached to the ship.
Oh, I thought you were saying that
And
they
pull it up.
lowered the building with rope. I was
Nope.
about to say, what the fuck?
Nope, they pick it up and lower ships with these massive winches. You hear it
Ah,
creaking the whole time, but you are able to find a rest here, up on the third floor.
I'm able to find like a bathhouse
A bathhouse. Let's
or
see.
something. I don't know.
There are places to freshen up, but there's not like a nice bathhouse here.
Just something.
Yeah. There is a place that you will be able to find some perfume though, and like cologne and stuff like that. To try to hide that
Hell yeah.
stink. Yep. You can replenish your bar of soap as well.
Yippee!
The payment for all that will be 4 gold. And
Alright.
the night you spend there, you will have, of course, your lantern will be a smaller version of one of these guys as he absorbs your dreams during the night.
These guys are pretty cool looking though, or at least this one.
Yeah, as this guy flies up to the top, he becomes the lighthouse. He trades place with another one.
Oh,
Cool.
Yep.
I swap shifts.
Yeah, they swap shifts exactly. Anyone else?
I like this model. I don't know. It looks really cool to me.
The Corey all look pretty cool. There's a lot of different ways they look. I just like that.
I don't like this one as much, but I don't know. I just really like this one.
Well, he's supposed to be like a bad one, but he's okay.
He looks cool though.
Bad in quotation marks. All right.
Badass.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just curious. How did Voop react after just seeing Al just walk off after that whole thing?
Well, how long was that whole thing?
It was a couple of
Like,
minutes.
how long was? Okay. Yeah, after a couple of minutes, he would have like went to investigate because Al just disappeared, just flew up into the sky and then disappeared.
Yeah.
No flips.
And then when he sees him return, Al probably doesn't really seem very talkative or.
He looks very solemn and probably has a
Yeah.
few tears falling down his eyes.
Voop is curious about this rock now, but it's gone, right?
It has fallen and like split in an awkward half.
Yeah.
It had already split to make that door that he fell out of. Like the first half of
Right.
it fell, and as the second half fell, it kind of collided with that bottom half and split it.
Yeah, so he'll try and like tinker with it. He'll like try and touch it around, but it probably doesn't have any magical effect anymore. So he's just left it under.
It seems to have. It even looks more porous and stuff like that. It doesn't look as perfect as it once was.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, he didn't know what Al did, so he's just like, oh, okay.
Very odd.
Gonna go try and find everyone else.
Sure. Yeah, you eventually find that Eric has taken up a residence in there. Just based off of your shared perceptions. What's Gorb doing right now?
Alright. Gorb is bloodthirsty.
What the hell?
Here?
He's curious about any and all fight clubs here.
Fighting in front of my kebab?
You don't think that there's any fight clubs here. It seems like any violence that does happen here tends to have some pretty negative consequences for several creatures.
I was thinking that would probably be the case.
Yeah. It seems like tranquility here is of the utmost importance, because if a quarry becomes too upset, it might have some negative effect. Its work in making the dreams of these creatures that are on the other planes might be inflicted or affected in some way.
Mhm. But no, I guess besides that, he's just kind of going around town looking at just cool stuff.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you see all these different looking creatures. You do see a few creatures here and there that aren't quarry, but are instead just like manifestations of like dreams and weird things. Like you'll see like this little guy who's
A
about
ghostly Greg.
he's like 2 feet tall. He's got a little cane, a little top hat. He's walking down the road. He's strutting it. He looks up at you. He's got like no eyes and just like a big mouth. And he gives you a little tip of his hat and does a little dance as he walks past you. You'll see a massive like whale thing appear and then turn into a bunch of little birds that then explode and then turn into a bunch of just like party streamers and then kind of coalesce into something. Yeah, make a wisdom save.
Fucking kills itself.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just like weird dreams that are trying to find their way. 29, you're fine. Name something you like.
Okay.
Not frogs.
Weaponry.
Okay, cool.
It turns into a knife.
Yeah,
shanks
it
you.
turns into a bunch of knives that fly at you and then disappear before they would make contact with your brainstem.
Gorb,
Just
I
kind of
cast
chuckles
might.
to himself.
Chuckles in
All right.
fear.
Yeah, but just weird trippy stuff. What is Scribe up to? Scribe
Him and Gale are just
Gale.
having
Yeah.
a conversation about They can-
checks.
effectively I can be finally rid of you, but they don't like each other enough to do it nicely, aka one without one killing the other.
Mm.
So they're just hashing out a deal right now that'll have consequences later.
Understood.
Wait, so do one of them have to die?
Oh, for the spell to work? No. Do they want one
Oh.
of each other to die? Yes.
Damn. Nice.
Understood.
That's funny. That's fucking.
Just
Yeah,
hashing
cool.
out a deal right now.
Well,
They're
eventually
too useful to each other.
you all come to some sort of rest. Your first night of rest. I think
Well,
some of us are kind of banged up. I don't know if you guys got to level in and are suddenly all healed, but maybe mentally.
Oh,
did.
fuck. I think I forgot to
Yeah,
get all
we
my
went-
level shit.
We haven't long rested in a while.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys will come to your states of rest. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say if it was possible, I was gonna not steal, but take the feral flyer and do some errands before I go on the rest.
We're level 18, right?
Yes, you
Yep.
are. Where do you want to go? Yeah, go for it. With the feral
Oh.
flyer.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to gather everyone and see if anyone needed to use it because I was gonna be gone for a little bit.
Okay.
But I want to go back to Halhazar
Okay.
into the veins of Aelinor, basically.
Like the
Um,
down below area. Sure.
Yeah,
The basement.
because I need to get my coffin out of there because now it's gonna flood. But also I'm just curious what's happened since the whole ordeal.
It's all underwater.
Sure.
Oh, we also need to check in on that lady with the cobalt dragon.
How long do
The chromatic dragon? Or
the
Cobalt one,
cobalt.
which we thought was like fate given or something.
The special one?
Yeah.
The old lady that had all my Velecra eggs.
What eggs? What are you talking about?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll figure this out. So is anybody going with Voop?
I'll stay here.
Okay, you're having a nap in
Um,
the inn. What are you doing?
I'll go visit Halthar.
Okay. So Voop and Scribe. Al is on the ship, I suppose, already, taking a nap. What's Gorb doing?
He'll go to Halazar, I guess.
Okay, so Eric is alone in the Planet of Dreams having a nap. Everybody else is going to
I know,
Halazar.
Greg's with me. I got my boy.
That's true.
One of my boys
One
left.
of them. He died, yes. Alright, we return to Halhazar. You fly through. Barkhag is flooding actively. The ocean is just pouring into where it used to be.
The
You
chunk
see-
error.
You can actively see the Middark and the Underdark from where you're at. Just like these massive mushroom like nations and stuff like that.
Is it like?
Go on.
Is it just like a fucking Minecraft chunk error or chunk that didn't load pretty much?
Yeah,
You can see
basically.
Oh, that's sick.
You can see into the bowels
Is
of
it-
the earth right now. And
Is it
just,
flooding
Shitty.
Yep.
as well?
It is flooding. From the
The
ocean.
Underdark?
Yes, because the top
Swimming
terrain
pool.
has completely like crumbled apart and fallen into itself, almost like
Mm.
dust. You have the entire like ocean just sweeping in from the southeast. Let's see, I can pull up a map. Barkhag. Here we go.
Damn, they're really flooding the fucking Underdark.
So yeah, I mean it was kind of a
Hopefully-
pocket already. That's kind of what this was. It was kind of just a straight shot down into the depths. And now that is kind of gone,
What, this?
everything is just kind of flooding into this middle region. The
You said
mountains
this
have
was
all
the pocket down there?
yeah. So it's sort of like these massive pockets, like this lowland area is all just like getting all the water from the ocean in there. The mountains have kind of collapsed on top of each other and like toppled in. A lot of earthquakes and seismic activity because of all that. Aelinor is trying to do their best to stifle that now that they're connected as one. It is raining, I will also add. Not a lot, but it is raining.
Wait, what? Did anything happen to the places around Barkhag? Like Fargarden, Aileronda?
They'll probably see some seismic activity, but they'll probably be okay.
No chunk errors to them?
Yeah, they're okay. Couple waves here and there, maybe. You guys fly.
Dale proceeds to sing a sea shanty about the ship drowning, about the ship like sinking and everyone drowning as we've passed Barkhag.
Roti of a drunken sailor.
An hour
roti-
passes as you fly, up to the upper atmosphere and then fly back down to Helhazar. And you are able to do as you wish.
This is fucking Restraint 2 soundtrack. What the hell?
Was
It is.
Halazar attacked by an army of ghosts?
No, they just imported corpses.
Okay.
They-
Imported?
Yeah, they had them one place and they moved them somewhere else so that they can carve them.
Oh. I was wondering how you carve up a ghost for a second there.
Yeah.
You take a ghost lead, like, knife.
Well, like some of them
and
are
you
like,
ghostly stab it.
I mean, they're just piles of dust and ectoplasm and stuff. They just need to
Yeah.
get that off my board.
You put the
Let's see.
ectoplasm in a jar.
All right. What are you guys doing? Okay, so you guys, Voop wants to go down below.
Mhm.
You descend the elevator, just as normal. And sure enough, yeah, that center area room. What would you like to look around at in here? I won't be able to use this image anymore, I suppose.
Well, I'm really just going to get my coffin, like I said, but I'm just kind of seeing what's changed because last time I think I was here, but I know the group was here. We were trying to find where to put the soul or the heart.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made
those
you a
coffin?
chamber, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah. And you will find your coffin in there. There's like a couple inches of water in there already. Your coffin is fine.
But yeah, I just don't want it to be here like flooded.
Yeah, it'd be a rude awakening to a heavy
Yeah.
body and get drowned right away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
Well,
just
some
revived. Now swim.
No, swim.
He revives as fish person.
Within this chamber, you do not hear any beating heart, any drum, any sense of music. Instead,
Bum, bum, bum.
you just hear it's almost like a
Dripping?
reactor, like a humming of electricity.
The microwave.
as yeah, this area is pretty much full of water. It is a much more active river that is flowing up, like a solid stream that is just going off, and it is much more blue. It is like a almost like azure, like rich blue, I would say.
Electric blue, you mean? Kinda?
Electric blue, yeah, that kind of stuff. There is no heart if you were to peer down here. Instead,
Damn.
the heart has been the core of the planet is a giant brain.
Okay.
Everything else
Never thought about that.
seems normal.
Okay. Yeah. No, just last time there was the red, the blood, whatever.
Yep.
So I was like, seeing if that was permanent or if something else has happened now. But okay.
No more god heart. Now there's just a big brain at the center.
Can it be replaced with a pancreas depending on if we killed something else? Or gave
Maybe.
heart to something else?
Maybe, who knows? You return with your coffin. Is there anything else you want to do down here?
I'm good. I'm gonna get back on the ship.
Okay. You return, go back to the ship with your coffin in hand. What are you guys doing? Anyone
Like, he's
else?
just carrying a coffin?
Are you planning on leaving
pretty big.
Halvazar to go somewhere else then, or no?
I was gonna put it on it.
Okay.
I was gonna put it in the Warden's Landing or wherever we, like the physical location of where we get our boons.
You want to fly it to the Warden's Landing?
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
But if somebody else has something to do here, I can wait.
I'll just grab the rapier.
Just
Very good.
you have to shake off the dirt.
Yep. The blade is a little spiked because the roots have begun to kind of spread out a little bit.
It was growing roots. No,
I'm sorry.
my plants. Oh wow.
I will give you
This lance.
a singular extra point of damage for the next attack you make with the rapier.
Nice.
And then the
Then
roots
I'll
will be gone.
Spend some time to attune with it as well.
Okay,
And
understood.
that'll be all I need.
Bond with it.
All right. Anyone else?
I'm gonna visit the Temple of Primina. Just donating money and spell slots. I
Okay.
don't need them.
Sure. Yeah, spending some time. How much gold? How many spell slots? What are you working on here?
Yes, number of spell slots, all of them.
All of them. Got it. Okay. Let me just take a
Don't
look at
need
your
them.
character sheet here. I just want to see how many that actually is.
And I think I have enough sorcery points to make another first level spell slot. So yeah, a first level spell slot, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh.
You have quite a few spells. Okay, awesome. Yeah, okay. You help out in all different sorts of ways with your spells, your money. Let's see. What's your current piety at?
And how much gold? How much platinum pieces? Honestly, don't know how much. I don't have a use for money beyond just stuff, really. 9,000 platinum pieces.
9,000 platinum pieces. Got it. What's your piety at?
45.
All right, crank that soldier boy to 49.
You got it.
I think you're due for a couple points. Your chassis has taken on a little bit of a different appearance as you finish your day of devotion. You see the kind of the few internal parts of you that do stick out occasionally. Has taken on a sheen. I think I've mentioned this before. It's almost gold. It's like a brass, like a gold brass.
He's prestiging.
You feel like there is there is something changing. You are on the cusp of becoming something more. And I think I mentioned this before. But you are your own 50th piety
Onward.
relic. Primina soon will offer you a gift, an exaltation in her name as you become her champion.
You're gonna be gold plated. You're gonna be fucking dripped out, prestige.
Something like
Got the
that.
500 kills.
That will be up to you to decide, ultimately.
Can already be
Okay.
gold plated with the sheer amount of wealth we have.
Bro, he could be platinum plated. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Platinum drip. Fucking.
Alright. Everyone else? Is there anything else that we want to do?
Yes. So, you discussed that the water level would be rising,
Yes.
correct?
Maybe
Alright.
Gorble will be able to get a bath possibly now.
No. Refuse. Temple I built in that one place that was like half of the city is underwater and the other half is just like on a hill. I built my temple there, and it's probably gonna go under.
Possibly.
Build a dome.
Could I make a insight check on whether, yeah, it will probably go under or
You can
not?
make a nature check, sure.
Nature? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, well,
16.
alright.
Given the fact that it's... I don't think you know exactly what's going to happen as far as flooding goes, how much water it's going to be. But you do kind of surmise that if there was much more water, you'd have some issues, for sure.
Just build a dome around it. Make it underwater.
Your original temple stood on stilts just above water's edge. You looked over the ocean. You don't know if this would be a very similar situation or if it wouldn't be entirely submerged, I would say, with 16.
Okay. I think that I have a lot of money. Therefore, I'm gonna build another temple.
Okay.
On higher ground.
No, build it on a boat.
Actually, temple boat would be
That
kind of
might
hog.
not be a terrible idea.
Temple boat's kind of badass, I ain't gonna lie.
Like the monastery ships in Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, hold on.
There's like parts of
fortresses.
it that dip under the water that they use like stilts for, so people can just like jump across them and just fight on.
Yeah, how much for like a warship?
A warship. Thank you for phrasing
Like-
it
Just
like that.
Like 10
just
of them.
renovate a ship.
A warship would cost you 25,000 gold.
That's
Okay,
pocket
get like
change.
3 of those. Get 3 of those fucking...
Alright. How big is a warship?
It can fit 200 tons of cargo, 60 passengers, 60 crew,
Only 60?
which means 120
Oh.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, buy like 3 or 4 of them.
But it
fucking
needs
retrofit
60
them.
crew members to function.
Gotcha. What are the different
Mhm.
like scalings of ships?
Well, a warship is its own category, so I don't know what you mean. It's a gargantuan thing.
Okay, is there any that's like bigger? Like
I think that is the
Carrier.
biggest ship. Let me just check.
I have fleet.
yeah, I could.
If you wanted to spend additional money, we can say it's larger, but like, warship is the largest vessel, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
Buy like 4 of those fucking...
Other
tape
than
them all
that, it's
together.
spelljammers, I guess, would technically be the largest ones, but
You know how aircraft carriers
Space
are in real
monks.
life?
yeah.
I think I might become like Britain here and just have like a great
Fleet.
navy and
What's
possibly
Navy
Air
like kind of
Force.
mid though?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna buy. Wait.
Alright, can I
Okay,
say
so that's
something real quick?
182,000 gold that I have.
Y'all know how like aircraft carriers are?
Yeah.
Could you not get these warships fucking pretty much get them to be like an aircraft carrier, how they're kind of flat? Just fucking connect them all together for more land to build the ship on.
Well, there
or
are
the temple on.
there are great ships, which are basically aircraft carriers.
Huh.
But they're basically floating cities.
Yeah.
They cost hundreds of thousands of gold to
You have hundreds of thousands
to
of gold.
fund. You could fund one. You wouldn't
How
have
about
access to it
platinum?
immediately.
How
Yeah,
much?
yeah, platinum too. I would say to build a great ship. Let me just see.
There you go, Corb.
I'd throw my platinum in too if you could add for I think it was the two gods I follow.
For 375,000 gold, you could
How much
build
is that?
a standard issue great ship,
Alright, what, divide that by 10 to get the platinum amount?
which would have the capacity, as far as development points and stuff like that go, of 100 tiny buildings.
Okay.
That's more than 7.
That is more than 7. And then from
So
there,
how many
you have crew quarters,
people?
stuff like that. Thousands of them. Let's see.
You could have towns in there.
Yes.
Hell, you could have a temple to each fucking god. Probably.
You would have a crew of 1,000 people. No, I'm sorry, 500 and 1,500 passengers.
Okay. Now, would that be
Now that's if you
better or
that's if you
worse?
want a full-sized great ship. If you want a half-sized, then you would cut that cost in half.
Alright, now should we have a fleet or just a really big one?
A fleet of great ships?
Oh, a fleet of warships.
I say go with the great ship. I mean, what if this is just a random thought? We don't have to go through it, but like, remember Versia or Ortera, the town, the fucking like land, the strip of temples?
Yeah.
What if it was like that on the great ship? Just theoretically, imagine that.
That'd be very doable.
That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't have the money right now.
How much?
I have
is-
19k of fucking platinum. Like I said, I'd go with you.
Alright.
I have. I don't even know if mine's up to date. I have 4,444 platinum.
One
I don't know
sec,
how
let me
much that
pull up
will-
yield calculator. Okay, so
Calculator.
that plus 447 plus 19. Okay. So if we were to get rid of that,
Very
what should you say it was, Fib?
Huh?
What should you say it was?
375,000 for the full size.
75. Okay, so I'm 3,000 short, which I'll just get rid of.
Of gold or platinum?
Of gold. I
I
got
have-
covered. Why is this happening? One
I can
second.
cover with that gold. I have 4,393 on me.
Cool, what are you doing?
We'll be like here.
I got the gold for it too.
Hold on. I clicked a button and now it's in. Okay, one sec.
Is it in a different language now?
No, when I click one, it opens a new tab.
Turns it into Icelandic.
Been there.
I will.
Oh god, the Welsh calculator.
What is happening?
Oh yeah.
Give me a second. I'm going to close all my tabs real quick.
Okay, while you're doing that, I have a question for everybody. Have you guys long rested yet or no?
Going to
I'm
sleep,
gonna-
yeah.
I'm gonna long rest when we get back and put my coffin away.
Okay, got it. Sounds like Ian's computer has completely shit itself. That's not surprising. He's using a calculator, from what I understand.
Calculator was the breaking point.
Yep. Oh no, I mean the computer he's using is a calculator.
I have returned.
Ow.
Is your TI-84 working again, Ian? You okay?
I wasn't using my TI-84.
No, I mean that's what the laptop is, Ian.
I wasn't using that for calculations either.
Okay, you're fine. You're still using Mom's laptop, yeah? Or no?
Yeah, but you got a new one.
I'm back.
So I
Oh,
don't
okay,
have
okay.
dual monitors.
Ah, that's even worse. I understand now.
Yeah. Alright, so Al, if you put in all your platinum, and then I put in all my platinum, minus another 3,000 gold. Yeah,
You can
worship
also
time.
put in platinum. I have 4,444. That'll help.
Shouldn't you have more?
I think we're good.
What?
Shouldn't you have more platinum than that?
I do not know.
You should also add the what's in the bag of holding.
Yeah, very bottom.
I don't fucking know that.
Okay.
It's fine.
Are you guys putting forward this purchase?
Yes.
Okay. You go to the dockmaster.
They're just like, what the fuck?
Money in hand. You request this construction of the very next great ship. What would you like to name this vessel?
Alright. Let's think about this.
Gorb's Arc.
No. I just put up a fucking
Gark.
generator. Gark. Hey, where you from, Gark?
Lusitania.
No. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
No. No. I don't want it thinking. The Titanic. The Gorbtanic. The Gorbtanic. Wait, hang on.
America.
Oh, Fib, what was the name of that Pokemon fusion up between Sentret and Jinx? It was what, Shitret?
Shitrit. Yeah.
the Shitret.
What was the Biggle? Is that what it was? Bidoof and
Pickle. The Grand Arc and Pickle.
Wait, okay, I have an idea. This is not final. I want your guys' input though.
Well,
The Bingus.
there's also the thing that since we've named everything feral so far, we can also do it the feral floater.
No, fuck off.
Big
That's
turd.
what I was trying to think of
No.
a word with an F. Yeah.
This is wait, why the screaming turtle?
I don't know, man.
The screaming.
Is that like the? I enjoy it, but like
that's very funny. I do like that name.
For a temple, great ship.
The Feral Frigate. There we go.
It's a bit bigger than a frigate. It's like the entire size of Bronmenti, but yes.
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna just put
welcome to the frigate. What?
going to the.
Oh, actually, you know what? Frigates are. Well, no, they're not that. They're not that big.
Fricket.
Pretty big, but not that big.
Gorb's Galley?
It's not a galley.
The Throngler.
Oh no. The screaming turtle is very funny.
I like it.
Do you enjoy
like
the
it.
screaming turtle?
Alright. We're going with the
I
screaming
have-
turtle.
You
How
can
about the
always
sailing
change
ship?
the
I'll-
name. It'll take a while for this thing to be built, obviously.
How
Right.
about the
It'll
sailing
take
ship-
at least a
shit
year.
trick?
Yeah.
Okay, so I owed 19,000 platinum and how much gold?
I got the gold.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all good. You just had to give.
I
the
will reward whoever helped fund this and wishes to use this as a part of their end game, like, storyline, right? Like post-game storyline. I will give you one additional, I think we'll call them fate points this time around, to basically use for making some sort of big change. Whether or not that's, maybe saving the entire population of your home city in Jera, or rescuing an entire monastic tradition and the Kobold Nation. Who knows?
Quick question: would a giant tree be able to grow on this thing?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
Okay, because I want to grow
Mobile.
like a giant
that'd
tree
be
in the middle of
that'd
it.
be a cool fucking centerpiece.
A world
Also, how about
tree
the-
would not quite fit on its full size, but it would be pretty damn close. Like its first formative, 100 years, it'd probably be okay.
All right, I got a name idea. The sailing shit trick.
I don't know about that one.
I think the screaming turtle works.
What we can do is we can implement like some sort of like front guard where it's just a really pissed off turtle, and its like mouth opens up and it like breathes fire or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's just a laser
It's like
cannon.
like a Mac cannon, yeah, from Halo. It's just like, pew, and it just fucking annihilates. shit.
Spartan laser.
Yes.
Actually, I have a request to the craftsman then.
Okay.
If he can make it the boat, why don't we turn it into like an actual island turtle? Like
Oh, in
if
the
we
shape
can,
of a turtle?
Oh.
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that's cool. Is there any extra money need for that? I can pitch in.
I will say they will do their best. They will speak to the Simics and the Tritons to try to get this shape going.
Watch as it looks like nothing at all.
They don't know if they'll be able to make it submerge. They might need some technological help with that. But that would be badass.
Well, that's fine.
That's like a whole campaign setting that you've just created.
Just
Actually,
use ye old Google.
yes, the Google, the thing they have.
Ye old Google.
Yes.
Medieval Google.
If you
Totally
can
existed.
if you can introduce the technology to make such a vessel work, they will do it.
Oh, fuck. Scribe, I know what you're talking about. I've seen
Yeah,
that before.
those things.
Oh, I don't remember where I saw that originally.
We just kind of are
Really
making
funny shit.
Torterra, but bigger.
Very cool.
Oh,
Dynamax Torterra.
Uh,
All right.
That's awesome.
Anything else? I think we are. Okay. I think we're going back to the other plane then, right? Back through Barkeg, through the Grief. Back,
Eric.
Yep. Picking up Eric
Aw.
and Raz Azal on your way to the landing. Why don't you
okay.
guys going to the? You want to investigate what the landing looks like? Is it just kind of spinning around in space?
is it all flooded now? Is there just like a wet floor sign? Is
Yeah.
there a few puddles?
The landing is kind of just there.
There should just be a wet floor sign. This is outrageous.
Let's
you
see.
said we can go here in like our minds, right?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
so-
Why
if
not?
you
Well,
ever
clicking
wanted to
in-
just like in character get some, ponder what next boon you might take and based off its description and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what that was intended for.
Okay.
I can't see anything. I don't
Oh,
think.
or communicate with other Fate Given and, meet up in
Oh,
this
no, we're good.
space. That was
We've
the
been
other
trying
option
to
too.
reach by your car's staying warranty.
Yeah.
So this type of communication works cross planes.
If you are
Right.
Yes, because you can. Yeah. You're right. Because your soul is going to this demiplane to speak to one another. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That takes a while to do. It's not like something you can instantly do in like the perception that just takes an action.
It takes like a short rest, right?
Yeah, it takes like a short rest to do. Yeah, exactly. You drop off so you're dropping off your thing here. Where do you want to put it so I can?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now.
Sure.
I guess I'll just put it in the corner here.
Just like wedge it.
Yeah, if there's anywhere to put it, it'd be in that room.
I was thinking for half a second, I'm like, what if I just put it next to the warden's coffin? But
What if I
That's a
put my
power
coffin
move
next
right there.
It kind
Wait,
of is.
What if
Isn't
I put
that
my coffin
coffin
next to
empty
yours?
now?
This coffin is empty now. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we can just put it in there instead.
no. I don't want anyone to mess with it. That's the most obvious thing to be.
What if I
messing
put
with.
my coffin next to yours? Just kidding, unless.
What if you put it in the sigil?
Do it. No balls.
Just ponder what boon you want next and put it in front of that so you don't forget.
That's
This
actually
one's mine.
not too bad. This one's mine. I claimed it with the coffin.
No, yeah, I'll just put
Oh.
it there.
Do,
I
do,
mean,
do,
Okay.
do.
The obsidian discs. Are we able to adjust the size of the shape of those?
I
The
think I
fucking
need
what
to.
now?
I certainly need to put the word "up to" in like every single one of those shapes, because I think my intention is that you can manipulate the matter.
I'm sorry, what now?
So if we
Like,
want,
does it
do
have to
like
be a
a-
disc, or can it be like a square?
I think they should be discs.
Okay.
I will.
Are we talking about the creation sigils or what?
Yeah.
I didn't give
Magma?
you mold earth, did I? Or did I give you that?
I don't think so.
Oh shit, that's a.
Yeah, I know we did. Let me double check it real quick.
I think
There
that's in
was-
magma. If it is, if of the ones we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in magma.
It is
Novice.
magma. Okay, so you could use
Is it?
mold earth to manipulate shapes with that. With,
Okay.
with the stones. Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then we can actually, if you would allow it, like build little platforms around this place using the obsidians
Yeah, I don't care what
for
this.
like.
Minecraft skyblock.
Feel free to doodle, and I'll make the adjustments to the map as necessary.
Like we can like make a platforms behind here, like for each group. I'm not.
How
think-
big is this place, basically?
I mean, the map size is correct. It is to scale. Oh, so just like in between here, just like a little obsidian.
Like in between places, so like people can like put like precious values, like a coffin
Sure. Yeah.
with little signs that say "Do not touch."
Yeah. Sure.
Honestly, if you put a sign that says do not touch, that just makes it more tempting to
I would
touch.
say that it's even easy enough for you to just like make your disc in this area, and it just only can expand up to, because this is like invincible rock basically. So you just expand it in there, and it's.
Yeah, I
basically
just don't want
yeah.
somebody who's clumsy enough just to be walking, and then there's that little bit of raised on the thing, and that's trip and fall into the void.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you fill that space up with rock. Easy as pie.
Slips on banana peel into the void.
Anything else you guys want to do here? No? Okay. Well, then I'm
Nothing
going
comes to
to say, now you guys want to... Okay, Eric got his long rest in. What about the rest of you guys? Actually, no, he
Yeah.
didn't. Okay, well...
I'm gonna long rest now.
I'll
After
rest.
I've done that.
Alright, you
All
guys
set.
get your rest. It is now the first day of the Great Flooding. Which is the 16th
It
God.
begins.
of FNAF.
Yippee! Swimming. The fish will gonna be like, whatever.
Alrighty.
Learn to swim or
learn to swim.
perish.
Or die.
Sink or swim.
Now, luckily, kind of, Al did something very nice not too long ago, and that might change how some things go for you guys in the future. So that's good.
After looking through my items, there was one more thing I would have done if I saw it, but I it's too late now.
What would you have done, just out of curiosity?
I had a cloak of protection in my inventory I don't use that I probably would have wrapped the child in.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
They would have appreciated that, I suppose, I imagine. All right. Where would you guys like to go?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna do something weird while I'm attuning to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna unattune my bow
What the fuck?
for
the
a little
hell?
bit.
Okay.
I have reasons.
I'm sure you do.
Are they good reasons?
They're character reasons. Not really good reasons. But I will be attuning to the cloak of protection.
Gotcha. Are you AC cranking it with the rapier, or what are you thinking?
No, it's just it's just a character thing.
Okay.
Like not actually any real reason.
Gotcha. All right. How about the rest of you? What are you up to? What are you thinking? Where do you want to go?
Do we want to keep exploring here, or are we good and want to go back to Eleanor or Artist, or what? I don't have anything specific in mind.
Honestly, I'm just gonna think and just like send one of my people off to Artist just to continue building there and have the other one stick around if we need them.
Okay.
I mean, we could stop by a place and just get a spare shield.
Yeah, I was just seeing if anyone had like an extra one.
No.
Then can I buy a quick shield?
Yeah, do you want to go to Roz's All and grab one quick, or?
Sure.
Yep, you can find one there. Do you want to roll a random one and see if it's got any neat stuff for it?
Sure.
Roll a D100.
Cursed.
6, okay. Roll a D20.
Just like someone's torso or something.
All right. Hold on. All right. What'd you get for your D20?
17.
17. You find a very big, heavy shield. It weighs twice as much as normal, but it seems to provide. Let's see. Okay, it's just more resilient. You find an orcish shield.
Does it have a strength requirement?
Nope, it's just a normal shield. It just weighs twice as much when you add it to your character sheet. Same price. It's just a normal standard shield, so 50 gold or whatever it is.
Okay. I'll
10
spend
gold.
that.
No, 10 gold. That's all it is. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, no one else has anywhere to go. I was gonna go to the Ruins of Joy and see what that's about.
Ruins of Joy. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Let me upload that map quick. All right. Let's see. White. All right, hold on.
Blinding.
It was not great. Broken Dream. Ruins of Joy. There we go. At least I had a map for this one. You'll have to excuse the switch in color palette. Did not happen to the map. So the coloration's a little bit different here. How big is this map? 60 by 60? It's one of those. Got it. Alright. Let me resize it quick and you're free to roam.
Oh, I just realized something. All the ruins are like happy things like joy, love, and peace, while the temples are negative things. Like fury, fucking sorrow, and ire, I think. They're all temples.
Yep. And then the ruins are all good things.
I just noticed that.
I have a question for one of the lines in the rapier. Will this work if I took like a bonus action dash?
I believe so. For the, let's see. Yeah, when you take the dash, yeah, yes.
Would that count as a bonus action attack, or would it just...
No, it's a part of your dash action, so you can bonus action take an attack now with this.
Okay.
Yep. That's a once per long rest, right? Or short rest or whatever? I don't remember.
Yeah, once per
Okay.
long rest.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I put a limit on that.
Bro, fucking using that every turn, goddamn, that'd
Yeah.
be fucking terrifying.
That would be pretty scary.
Well, I could already teleport
That's
120 feet.
That's true.
Yeah, but like, the dashing teleport with a stab just at least sounds much more scary.
It is.
That's a bonus action with an additional 100 feet on top of your normal movement
60.
speed. Yep. All right. You are free to put your tokens down and explore this area. You see a bunch of little basins hidden around the location. You see a massive pillar wedged into the ground.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're good.
Is there anything in the basins?
Nope.
So this purple stuff's like the water, right?
Yeah, it should be like a green normal ground, and with dirt and stuff, and blue water, instead of the
Okay.
purple and the blue. Yeah.
That's fine. just to clarify. Is there anything under, or is it kind of like a shallow, like, pond kind of?
Yes, you can probably walk through this just fine. You can probably wade through this. Again, I'm pretty sure you can fly in this plane. Yeah, you can. You can levitate. Either way, yeah, you see that this church, this like temple area, has collapsed in on itself, like almost like a. If you were to cup your hand, that's kind of the shape that it has taken. It is bowed in on itself, and gets quite deep in the middle. But there are pillars and stones and stuff like that you could probably like tread upon and swim across to get to the other side if you really wanted to.
I guess I was just curious, like, if there's anything in the water that I could find, or if it's just like, nope,
Oh.
that's the floor.
Gotcha. Yeah, make an investigation check for sure. 27. Why don't you name something that makes Voop happy?
Hmm. Um, feel like to be basic, it would just be some books he finds buried underneath that have just like hidden, not hidden, historical sort of information.
Sure. I would say that they're probably books that you've already read and you enjoyed. So if you pull one of those out from the water, you kind of study it for a minute. Do you want to look again, or do you want to do something else?
I was just seeing if anyone else was doing anything.
Okay.
Taking up a pause. But I guess not. So
I am not there.
I'll go over to the only other thing really is this stone slab? Question mark.
Yep. It's a monolith. It's a massive pillar. It's square as you look on it. It has almost a glassy front side.
Is there anything written on it?
No, there's nothing written on it, but you see your reflection as you walk up.
He'll just start doing some movements, see if it's like an actual reflection or if it's magical.
Yeah, your reflection copies your movements for the most part, and then at the end, it gives you a little wave that you didn't do.
I'll try to touch it.
Okay. You touch the stone. What is something that Voop wants very badly?
Probably to see his master again.
Okay, so you see your master standing behind you, kind of giving you that sort of kind of like tousling of the hair as like your superior. You look like you're in your old like clothing, the one that predates your current position. You look smaller, and your master looks to you and kind of gives you a slight frown.
He'll just ponder out loud, did I do something wrong?
She'll nod her head no.
He'll back away from the
Shake her head no.
gear.
And she disappears as you do so. And your visage returns to its normal state. As she goes, she turns to wisps of black, little granules that stream and coalesce into almost a whirlpool that takes place, and you suddenly see almost like a map, somewhere that you've heard quite a bit about. This massive dockyard city, not massive dockyard, but it is a massive dockyard of a city that kind of loops in this almost cup, this whirlpool at the center that you've heard about. This is the city that you've been trying to get to for quite some time now, or at least talking about.
Lyra?
Yep, Alira. Your master seems to lie beyond. This sort of shadowy form that she's taken disappears into this wormhole, this whirlpool.
Yeah, Voop was kind of thrown off by the reflection at first, but as seeing this sort of the path laid forward again, he kind of steals his resolve and nods his head. I think he's good with the mirror now.
Yeah. That is the way for you to get your master back. That will probably maybe be one of our last sessions. Hopefully, is exploring that town and getting your master back through that portal. Something I forgot to have you guys do, and that is my bad. As you slumbered, what plane were you on?
This one, I think.
Okay. Was Scribe here? I know Scribe doesn't necessarily sleep.
I think I was on Eleanor.
Okay. So you're exempt. Everybody else, go ahead and make me wisdom saves.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Voop. Roll me a D100. All right. When you awaken, what'd you roll? Let's see. 28? You feel a little paranoid. Extremely paranoid, I should say. Let's see. For the day, your disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks. Let's see. Glorb, you're fine. Al, you're fine. Eric, can I get a roll from you, please? I don't know if he's here.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry. But
Can you?
Wisdom save.
You're fine. Can you get us a wisdom saving throw, please?
alright, yeah, sorry. Wisdom.
13. All right. Roll me a
It'd be
D100.
16.
16. Oh, okay. 16. You're fine.
That turns
Alright.
off when you sleep.
Oh,
Is it?
It does. It actually stops
Oh.
when you're unconscious.
understood.
Am I asleep?
Yes, you are.
You sound like you were.
You are asleep when this is happening.
Yeah, I was actually was really close to falling asleep there. Almost.
You're fine. You're fine. Roll a D100 for us, please.
Yay, numbers. Come on, give me a 69.
58.
8.
I want a funny number.
Insta-death.
Roll,
11 off.
Wow.
11 off.
Roll another one.
Redemption.
57.
Roll another one. 56.
You wake up and you can't hear anything.
He's deaf.
You are deaf.
Wait, what?
Roll again. I just want to see what you would get.
Wait, why did I have to roll? What happened? Like I was actually starting to zone out from
You slept
sleepiness.
here.
We slept in this plane and something happened to us while we were sleeping.
Yep. You had
You
some.
and
You had some
Phil.
wicked nightmares. We will get into
Wait.
those in a minute here.
Okay.
So I'm definitely like permanent or
For the day.
the little
No,
ambulance
you're like
that-
deaf. You're...
Scribe and I bought, does that help with this?
It would have negated it entirely if you had them on. Yeah.
L.
I bought 4 of them.
maybe it's for the better that I don't have to hear anything for the day.
For the rest of you, let us proceed. Voop.
Lettuce.
You get your you go into a slumber within the Pharaoh Flyer, and you find yourself toe to toe yet again with this sort of cosmic scale that you've taken a couple times. You are standing upon this this ring. No longer the ring of like a Saturn-like world. This is now a ring, a sort of hazy beam of light surrounding a
Elden
massive
ring.
black hole. It hums and kind of emanates this like roar of sound as you stand by and look upon it. You see a figure tower over you and like walk past you. You see the visage of night tread just over your head as he picks up his leg. He seems to be almost the size of this black hole. He lifts up his arm. You see behind you this visage, and this is what drives you a little mad today, paranoid. The visage of Nemetis herself. She has made it to this galaxy that you are within, or that
Wait,
you know,
how
Artis
is-
is within.
How do we know what Nemesis looks like again?
I think Whoop scried on her.
Oh,
She's a six-eyed feminine figure with multi-limbs, multi-heads, kind of writhing and contorting and twisting into different...
so would Vorpal Longsword work on her if I fucking crit with it?
Definitely not.
Damn.
It would do a lot of damage, though, so that's cool.
How about a comically large one?
Maybe, who knows? You see this... the knight basically standing there, staring up at Nemetis, these two sundered figures. You watch as Nemetis is reaching to devour Knight, it seems like, drawing him closer. This, like, hunger is trying to grab more power. You see Knight look back at you, grab his own arm, and you watch his, like, shadow itself becomes like a blade on one of his hand, and he cuts your master free. She falls, this sundered form, and manifests into this smaller sundered version of herself, wreathed in the sort of appearance of this Nightwalker, where she is pulled and dragged to somewhere gone, like somewhere beyond her visage, as Knight invokes the 10th level spell that he's been using to transport all these Nightwalkers across the different planes that he commands, these different galaxies and solar systems that he commands. He has defied Nemetis even as a sundered. She bellows towards him as he does this. His arm regrows, and you awaken. She is near. Both your master, Nemetis, and Knight is being pushed to an extreme here. It's unlikely that he will survive much longer, but he has just done you a great service. And now your path has been made clear. This, tied to what you had just seen upon the stone, there's one place for you to go if you wish to conclude your search. You must face your master. Let's see, who's next? I believe you're the
I
first
think
one.
it was just Eric.
Al, let's see. Al, you get a good dream.
Oh,
Al, what sort of insight are you looking for? World trees, you've got a wish. What are you trying to gain some sort of information on?
basically, if the path probably would be the path if I'm following was that it would be accepted by my mother and grandfather.
I missed that. I'm sorry, I was reading.
Basically, if the path that I'm following right now would be accepted by my mother and grandfather.
Yeah. Okay. You dream of, let's see. I would say a time when you were very young. You imagine yourself as okay, this is what we'll do. You imagine yourself as a youngster. You're playing with some of your other kind of friends. Some of them have grown up to be kind of rapscallions a little bit, that you see once in a while. Some of them have grown into more, people like your father or other members of the city. But you recognize all these folks. You see your grandfather, your mother, your family kind of chatting, and you kind of chase this ball back into your family lot area, where you stand next to them. They bring you in for dinner. You take a seat down. You see the bow unpackaged, not something that usually happens very often. Some of these tomes. all your family's spread out in this space. You begin to tell them these crazy stories about adventures that you go on. They seem very, very pleased with you. They say they discuss. You talk about these massive trees and visit images of that, recounting things that really happened to you now as a younger child. And they seem very happy. Just that you have the idea of even going about it this way. That you've drummed up this story. That you've worked hard and are a good kid. They're very proud of their son. And as you look back at the branch, at this bow, it begins to blossom and bloom a bit more. And as you pointed out, you awaken to yourself in this room upon your ship. The bow in the room with you, the sword nearby. These powers that you've gathered to protect you, kind of at the forefront of your mind. All right. Let's see. Who is next? Gorb.
After hearing that, I'll probably reattune to the bow.
Understood. Gorb.
What's up?
What would you like some insight on?
I guess my future.
Okay. Gorb, you see yourself
You get 0 bitches because you don't shower.
as a younger monk as well, surrounded by different masters that you've had. Some of them have been slain. Now they're gone. But you see some of your other friends that you've had over the years. You see them kind of getting one up on you during training. But you see that there is a shared kind of unified respect still that is carried between you all. There's a real familial culture here that you are all kind of keeping. And as this kind of progresses, you see yourself, become an older monkey, and you look on at these older faces, but now no longer are you upon a dojo of your previous design. Now your dojo rocks back and forth, and you see a training yard built high up, several stories tall, 5 stories tall. You see youngsters, maybe of your own, but of all different sorts of walks of life that have come to join this monastic tradition, fighting upon this ship to train against these dummies, dashing in between these high posts, falling, tumbling onto nets and things like this. A fortress built on the sea to train the next generation of Gorb's Gorb's students upon the Screaming Turtle. An ark, a city that will carry thousands and keep them safe during the rains that will toil and bring them into a new age of ocean. You think you did a good damn thing. You feel pretty good about it. And you see some of the other masters, in their old age, even, as old as they are, they will never truly die of old age, but these creaky old friends of yours having what seems to be a very happy time together, far off into the future.
All right.
The screaming turtle. Yes. Where do you say you're from? I think you would say like the Siloan or something like that, right? I was born on the screaming turtle also works, I think. I gotta increase the size of you guys. There we go.
I think eventually I'm just gonna have like a fleet of them to where there's like multiple screaming turtles
Sure.
just around the world.
They need more great ships. One of them was just destroyed not too long ago. There's
They
only a
gotta
few.
be different turtles though. They can't all be a screaming turtle. You gotta have like the pogging turtle, some other kind of fucking turtle.
Pogging
The
turtle.
pogging
I
turtle.
don't know.
Last but not least,
The crying turtle.
Eric. What would you like some insight into?
Fuck. I'm guessing it has to be on the future, kinda, or
It doesn't need to be. It can be into your past, stuff like that too. It's up to you.
shit. I can't think of anything. Do we have to take the insight?
If you don't, I have a generic thing that I can give you.
Mm, it was said that Asgrath may like, for lack of better wording, like respawn.
Yeah.
I want to know if we'll actually get to see that, like inside on that, if that will actually, come to be. You know what I mean?
Sure. I have an answer for you. You see,
No.
you stand thinking about this on a black ground. It's very scarcely populated with any other features other than flat stones and golden grass. You stare up and marvel at a massive orb that shines like a sun as it roars with color. You see its star-like appearance begin to expand outward and tessellate as it explodes into color all around you and fills the cosmos, this space with shapes, life, a new expansion. You see the orb, again, standing still, this stone circle, and beneath it, far below, you see an oddly familiar shape, a tabaxi. Young, clad in these white robes with yellow lines going down them. They look towards you. They've got a sort of grim face despite their age. And the orb begins to sing and scream as it shimmers and shocks and vibrates. Your eardrums burst and the world around you begins to shake and quake as a dream of what is to come turns into a twisted nightmare of what will be.
Oh, fuck. At first I thought, okay, maybe this is good. Well, shit.
Well, no, it is a good thing, but it's
Is
showing
it?
you what could have been. Yes.
Oh, wait. Also, the end part is, like, what could have been the bad end.
Yes.
Okay, I thought I was like, oh, everything's gonna be good. Up, psych. No, it isn't. Right?
Yep. And you awaken and you're deaf.
I thought you said, for some reason, I thought you said death like DEATH. I was like, wait,
No.
huh?
Yes. You are Death, Destroyer of Worlds. You are Oppenheimer.
I'm death itself. Yippee. I'm
yippee.
a cat boy, though. so no one takes it seriously.
Do people understand what's going on with the orb? Kind of.
Is it the same orb that Al fucking went into, or is just
Yep.
like
Same thing.
don't like? All right. Honestly, for some reason, every time I hear orb, I come just like hee.
Orb.
I don't know what.
It is
Orbs
pretty
are
funny.
Is it
So-
kinda like the Astartes orb?
No.
What orb?
So what I did was pretty good then, right?
Yes.
Okay. I could have fucked everything up.
You showed.
Yeah,
you
you
showed
could have just
very.
fucking backhanded a child and fuck everything up. Yeah.
You showed very sincere, kindness and warmth to a god that did not quite know what they should do and how they should go about things.
Really?
And now they
Oh,
know
wow.
to be kind.
Wait, was that Askarath then, the little tabaxi?
Nope.
Should I
No.
change my alignment at all?
From what to
I thought
what?
you were gonna say should.
I don't know. Chaotic neutral to chaotic good. Or
Maybe.
lawful good.
Wait, you're chaotic neutral?
Maybe not lawful
Or
good.
neutral good.
You could do chaotic
That's
good.
I didn't even know you were fucking chaotic. What the hell?
Sometimes everybody has their good moments, I would say.
Chaotic neutral is basically the race start for Tabaxi.
I see.
I think Gorb's chaotic neutral.
Or no, Gorp's
Which-
just chaotic.
It checks out.
I think Gorp's just chaotic.
Yeah.
Huh.
I remember when I was looking for a fight in that I forgot the city name already. Great.
Scribe, as for you, we will
Mhm.
finish. We will. You will have a similar conversation. Though you are an Eleanor, you will not get insight. Instead, you will have a conversation with the great mind herself. This great cog system, the machine above all machines. Primina, yes. You find yourself standing in a hall of brass and steam. Some place that has been kind of heralded to you as some place that you would get to. You'd get to visit someday if you were loyal enough, if you were devoted enough to the cause
Retired.
of the.
The retirement home.
No, quite the opposite.
Or not fucking. I don't know. You know what?
This is the beginning
Fucking.
of beginnings for you.
Ooh, damn.
This is the next step as your role as a Warforged to take up the mantle of
Warforged level
Warforged
2.
from before, to replace that which is older than yourself, to evolve to something new. You don't know
Destroy the
necessarily
IRS.
what trial awaits you, but there is a trial, and that is what we will start with next week.
What did you do, Scribe? What do you want it for? What do you on trial for?
What?
Scribe has to fight Iron Temple for position as the champion of Primina.
By next week, to be the week after next.
Cool.
Ah, that'll be fun watching him kick
Hey.
ass.
Yes.
You want a lightsaber? Your troubles?
Pulls out the light. I don't think he needs a lightsaber. He
Yeah,
got some.
it's only like 2d6 plus
There'll
1d8.
be some Paladin of Primina on Paladin of Primina action. It'll be good.
Wait, 2 paladins.
I have
1
my
god.
1,000-degree knife. I'll be fine.
That's true.
2 paladins, 1 patron, or whatever. God.
Oh yeah. Isn't that what? Wait. Is like 1,000-degree knife like just heat metal on a knife?
Yeah, basically.
That's the spell scroll I put into it.
God damn! That's hot. What the hell?
Wasn't that like a
15-foot
thing where
range.
like the Joker got his scars by a 1,000-degree knife?
I don't know about that.
Is that?
Something.
I don't,
I
Oh,
just saw
I thought
videos
there
on
was
YouTube
something
like
about it.
I just know from viewed videos on YouTube like well just heating up a knife stupid hot, just letting it fall through stuff.
Oh, I remember when that was a thing. Yeah.
all right. We will close out here. Say bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.